Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Girlfriend's Guide Podcast. I'm your host, Ellie.
And I'm your host, Tati.
And today we have a guest, our first guest in the studio.
Woo!
Woo, 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 woo. So our first guest was actually the first person that ever reached out to us and was like, you reached out to us, you emailed us.
Mad special.
You emailed us and was just like, hey, this is who I am, and I would love to be on your podcast. And we met, and we finally were able to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself, let them know who you are, how old you are, and, you know, if you're single, ready to mingle. If you don't want to share that, it's okay, but, you know, we do got people.
We got some male viewers.
We got some male viewers, so if they're looking, okay. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey you guys, my name is Alexis. I am 25. I'm originally from Miami, Florida, and I relocated to Boston.
I'm so sorry.
I came for school, so that it is what it is. I've been enjoying my experience ever since. I am single. I am outside this summer.
Period.
I am enjoying my time dating and having fun.
Yes.
Dating here versus dating in Miami. What's the difference? What's
Dating
better?
here. So I've been on a few interesting dates. I'm not familiar with the area, so what I've been doing is for my first date, I bring my roommate with me.
Okay.
Not like to sit next to each other, but she's like at another table with somebody else.
Okay, that's
Because
it.
I can't run if I don't know where I'm
Right.
going. So
What do you think about the guys here versus the guys in Miami?
So what's been interesting is that like I've been using Hinge, and that's the only thing that this is like my first time using like a social media app or whatever to date. I've only gotten white guys who reach out to me.
Well, the area, I'm not going to say where you live, but the
Yeah.
area
Yeah.
you live in,
Yeah.
That's why.
girl, you gotta stretch. You gotta stretch. So
Stretch.
I used Hinge in 2020.
I use Hinge now.
2019, towards the end of 2019, and it's not for me.
That-
Dating.
I'd rather meet someone in person,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
then life happens.
So
then
it's
And the
what
white
it
guys are just like, hey, my parents are rich. And I'm like, oh, so
Hey.
Yeah.
My
money
bank
at? Where the money reside?
My bank account is empty. What are you saying?
So it's been interesting. I've definitely got some memories. My friends and family have been keeping up with the game show of me dating and have put bets on who their favorites are. And that's
Have
been
auction.
funny.
Yo, sis got a roster. Sis got a roster.
Good for you.
Good for you.
And you just moved there and look at me.
Yeah.
My whole life. Been here my whole life. Okay.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes.
But you didn't answer my question. So
Oh, sorry.
Miami man or a Boston?
I
I heard
think
Southern guys are where it's at.
I
But
feel like
Miami,
right
though.
now it would be like people down south are more forward or like confident to like approach you.
Yeah, I
and
hear
do
this.
things.
Y'all hear
believe
this?
it.
Northern
Up
men, y'all
here.
need to step it up.
Yeah.
I gotta say, yeah, Southern men are actually a little more
Bit more,
forward.
yeah.
The thing that was interesting, I went on a date with this pilot, and
We
my
What's
age
the
range.
J. Cole song?
My age range is 30 to 45.
30?
So you'll have an occupation and be a salary.
Whoa!
Age range is 30 to
Time out.
45?
Yeah.
Time
And
out.
you're 25?
Time out,
Yes.
time out. Tati, time out.
Oh.
She said my age range is what?
30 to 45.
So you have to have an occupation.
Period.
I
She's
mean,
like,
I can't.
I don't do the
afford
young
to-
ones.
I can't afford to date you right now in the stage of life that I'm in, a developmental stage. So I can take care of myself, but I can't go half-these on a date with somebody.
Come on, say that again. Say that again, Basque. I don't think they heard that. She said, I'm not doing
I can't afford to date anybody who can't afford to date me.
Period.
So I'm interested to know,
Said it
what do
such
you
an
like?
eloquent way, 'cause when I say that shit, broke niggas, people get mad at me.
No, so
but I
like-
get it. You said it I like the way you said it.
I communicate that. I feel like there's no point in entertaining anybody if we're not on the same page or if it's not compatible. And I respect that. So like the pilot, we went out on 2 dates.
How old is he?
He was 38. And when we got time to go to the third date, he was like, okay, so we're going to split this. And I'm like, I don't know what splitting is.
Period. We don't go to Dutch in America. I'm sorry.
He told me
Not
anybody
me.
who paid for me to go out on a date was a sap. And I was like, well, I guess I only go out with saps.
Yeah.
And I guess you was a sap for the first 2 days. What happened? Continue the trend.
That's
confused.
the thing for me is that I take myself high end restaurants because I can pay. So I expect whoever's gonna take me out can do the same.
If you take me to a restaurant and there's steak and shrimp on the menu, I'm gonna
order steak and shrimp.
Medium
Before what I used to do is I look at the cheap side. I don't do that anymore, baby. College is when I used to do that. Now I don't do that. I'm looking at we ordering wine. We ordering $45, $50 meal because, baby, if you can't pay that, I can pay that myself. And on top of that, I order
to go.
When Tati and I go out to eat, don't come out to eat with us because we order 3 appetizers. Oh, you want that again? Because that was good. We're gonna order that again. I like to eat. So
food is my love language.
Food is my love language. And I don't like a guy who like, what else do you want to eat? Like, I like a guy that says that, like, what else do you want to eat? Or whatever. Yeah. Oh, you want dessert? Don't be like, oh, you're going to order more? Don't do that. I don't like that. I like that.
Wow.
I'm happy for you, sis.
I wish this was a dating episode where we can just dive in.
The dating option pool is large. So let me ask you this. Do you find that the most guys you find around that age range, are they like, do they have baby mama issues? Do they have kids?
So some of them no, some of them yes. One I was dating is an engineer, but he was divorced. Okay. And he had 2 kids. I'm not looking to be a stepmom, so that would be something that's just dating.
That's just not it for you. You want the single, no baby mama, no ex-wife, no kids.
But the age range you're looking at,
does the age range move up as like you're about to be 26? So you're
next year.
So you're gonna move it up
to 46?
To 50?
I said 46, you said 50.
I just like to keep, as long as you can't realistically be my parent.
How does your parents feel about
my mom? She's not a fan of some of the older ones. So like the guy I'm dating now, she likes him because he's 20, he's 28.
Okay.
So that one,
I like that.
Cut it. But anybody else I've dated in the past have always been older than I am.
Okay, this is about to turn into a dating episode. Because now I have another question.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get married? And do you want to get married?
I do, and I am.
Okay, so you're dating a guy who's like 35. Most of those guys are established, they're ready.
I mean, like, the whole, I don't casually date. I date with intention, but I'm also super clear on like what I want, what I'm doing, and where I want to go. So like people in my age range, like you ready to be outside. Like you don't want to be tied down. You don't want to settle. I'm super focused. Like I'm getting ready to apply to medical school. I'm getting my business started. I have a lot of things going for me that I know like I'm super certain about. Like I don't want that extra energy that's not needed.
You don't want someone dragging you along. Let's see where this goes. We're not doing that anymore.
Wow.
I think just be open. If like what you want is just to date and that's it, then be clear about that. Like if we're going to be dating other people, then let's set whatever the ground rules are and the expectations are for whatever interaction or like relationship that we have.
Right.
Be clear on what your expectations are. What are your deal breakers? What aren't your deal breakers? What can you bend on? And like, be adults about it.
I feel like you have this whole dating thing
down pat.
No, I really like. I just started.
Oh,
but like from my experiences, like
but you figuring it well. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're gonna. I feel like if you date with that mindset, you're going to enjoy dating. And I feel like, especially in your 20s, you're supposed to enjoy dating. I won't look back in my 20s and be like, yo. Damn, not this nigga stressed me out, but
not me crying again.
Not me crying again. Not me
listening to gospel music.
Not me triggered again. I just want to be like, yo, I went out last week. We cracked it, we laughed it out. Good times. I see these guys smiling.
When was the last time I smiled over a nigga?
Ooh,
wow. I hurt myself.
The moment some guy has me start blushing, I'm just like, get it together. Get it together. Tough it up.
He's smiling today, but I'm crying next week. Well, let's About to come into a nigga ain't shit episode.
Yes.
So let's do a little catch up.
Yes, time to catch up. So, how you been?
We was outside yesterday. Me and Ellie was outside. I was outside all weekends. I went to a
She
Bow
was
Friday.
outside.
I went to Juneteenth barbecue and then Savoy yesterday. I had to drink the Corona tea because I was real reckless.
Yeah.
I was no mask. I didn't know what that was.
And you live in a Haitian household, as you should.
Dude, I went up to the bar with like mask. They laughed. No. Like, bitch, why are you asking? Like, it's past May 29th.
How you gonna gooey with some mask on? Imagine the mask, like, just the eyes. Imagine just gooey and you just all you see is the eyes.
Oh my goodness. But it was really fun. It was so good to be outside and reckless and be drunk with black
people.
If I wasn't black, I'd be depressed. This is, honestly, I know black people need therapy. Every other race needs therapy. Because for me, if I'm white, no offense, if I'm white and I see black people, I'm like, I'm really sad.
I wish I was dumb.
Like, I'm like, damn.
I wish I could, yeah.
I can't be like y'all.
That's what they're thinking. Like, I wish.
That's why they're so pressed to be oppressed. That's why they press to be oppressed.
That's why they really. That's why they're really trying to be us.
They're really trying to be, and it's like you can never, baby.
You can never. We're just fabulous. We're just fabulous.
Duplicate.
They've been trying to bring us down, but baby, we just get higher.
Period. Shout out to Michelle Obama. Okay. But yeah, it was just real good to be outside and not care. And I'm just, I'm wearing my Juneteenth shirts the day after, but like, no bullshit. Like, was it me, Ashley, Cindy, and Maya? We walked 25 minutes just to get liquor. Horrible experience.
Wow.
Horrible.
That is why when I saw them yesterday, I came late. I came fashionably late. And when I saw them, they were drunk.
I had to be. Because that walk, I had to be drunk. It was worth it. So we had to climb through literally the hills. And it was like, and I was literally thinking, like, no disrespect, like, yo, our ancestors was doing a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even go up a hill.
You have to live the real experience for Juneteenth. Like, she had to live the real experience, like for my ancestors.
No, that I was like, yo, my ancestors did this. I'm not no bitch. We making it to our destination.
Harriet, I'm not gonna disappoint you.
No, because I was thinking, I'm like, wow. I'm doing this for liquor. They were doing this for freedom. Like, no, like, I'm being so serious.
I was doing this for liquor.
Like, it's crazy. Like, shout out to them. Like, it's just like when you just really think about it, it's just like, it's crazy. It's real crazy. I'm
thankful thankful for it all. Thankful for our freedom. Mm-hmm. Yesterday was a great experience. Black people come together.
We were just lit as fuck.
We went to Savoy. I bought some guy a drink.
You spilled his drink. I seen that.
But the reason why is because I spilled his drink.
No, she spilled his drink.
But he was also wrong because, like, how do you guys hold your drinks? Do you hold them like this? Yeah, but do you guys put it all the way down here?
No.
His homeboy had his drink down here, and then he was obviously drunk. And then I walked by, and then like I hit it, it fell, and then I was just like, damn. And he was just like, he looked upset, and I was like, you know what?
I got you.
Relax. Let's go to a bar. Let's go to a bar because I'm a big baller.
Literally.
I'm a big baller. Okay.
Period.
I was like, let's go.
But the thing is, why are you upset? Like, I feel like that's a natural thing to do.
Right.
I spill your drink. I'm
right. And then he was a little want when we were at the bar because the guy was like, it was time to pay, and I took out my card and everything like that. And then he goes, so what's your name? I was like, we're not doing that.
No. I just dropped your drink. I
dropped your drink. It's not me trying to want you. I was just me being nice because I'm nice.
I dropped your drink. Period.
So I would hope if a guy dropped my drink, he did the same thing.
I see fucking. You didn't spill my drink. Just buy me one.
Right. So when I come here talking about double standard, guys, for real, like, I don't expect for guys to, buy me drinks and not buy them drinks,
Mm-hmm. You gotta, I'm still looking for my nigga to shoot my shot by buying him a shot.
Yeah.
I haven't met him yet, but I am. It's okay. We're gonna find him.
You gonna find him.
Period.
You gonna find him.
Before we go, Carmelo and Lala.
But before we go into Carmelo and Lala, my girl Tati yesterday dropped her video.
Wow. Thank you.
It's amazing. I cried. I watched it 10 times. I'm so proud. Thank you for letting me be in it.
Thank you for being in it.
Shout out to everyone who worked on it.
Shout out to everyone. Emmanuel, Marvin. Thank you guys.
So if you haven't watched it yet, please go on her page. Yeah. What is your page?
Tati's _testimony.
Tati's _testimony. Go follow her. It's amazing. It's inspirational. If anybody is struggling with insecurities, body image,
Yes.
Nah, you need to watch it.
Thank you.
Yes. So proud of you. So proud of you.
I tried.
So, yeah, we want to talk about Carmelo Anthony
and Lala.
Lala's
finally found for that. I'm not gonna believe it until I see it though, because we don't heard the song before. She's stuck to him to the hip. To the hip. You know
to the hip.
I think the twins got her. I think the first baby was like, okay,
how many
twins,
babies? How many babies you gonna have on me until I leave you?
It's the twins for me. It's the disrespect of your sperm to be like 1 and 2. Like, no, I don't like that. It's the
disrespect to your sperms to.
No, we're gonna multiply.
Don't do that.
No,
don't disrespect me.
I think I hope she divorces him.
Why y'all? This is the whole back to the respectfully cheating. Okay,
that don't exist.
Lala, obviously Carmelo is a basketball player, so she knows her man out here dipping it.
Yeah,
you know, dipping it. So like, I think Carmelo, what you could do at the end of the day, wrap it up. You really couldn't wrap it up. You just dipping it at any girl.
I think well, respectfully cheating. Cheating is cheating. But I do think like in their certain entertainment life, they probably like just don't make me look stupid.
It's a disrespect.
And you have the nerve to like make me look stupid times 2 with twins. And this is technically your third child. Third child on
Third
me.
child. How many child does it take for me to leave? Lala, I need you to get it together.
Third time's a charm, clearly.
Get it together. At this point, Lala, if you were to stay, baby, like I don't judge a woman. I don't like to talk about other people's relationship and stuff, but it's for your own
You
good.
deserve better.
You deserve to be happy.
Well, I hope she gets money.
I hope she finds someone that respects her.
I hope she gets half. And I hope she gets $1 million for every fucking child you had on me. So half plus an extra 3.
I need to see Lala living her best life, and I'm be like, I know where that's from.
Period.
That's Carmelo Anthony's money.
Spend that money. Spend that money. Oh.
And then we have, what's his name again?
Nick. So
another one.
Nick is pregnant. I said
another one.
Nick might as well be pregnant at this point. Nick is pregnant with his like 7th child
Nick
at this point.
Is, at this point, Father Abraham
had many sons.
He has joined. Nick has joined. We have the fellow staffing. Nick has joined Future's team of Father Abraham. Had many sons. Many sons.
Nick is better.
Can I ask y'all? That's what I'm saying. Ask y'all.
Nick is better.
Take care of your kids.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what he's fine. Future, on the other hand,
Future, he's dipping it. Not doing nothing.
I've seen on Shade Room, Future's mother is dancing at her nice mansion. I'm like, you got grandbaby sis that your son is not taking care of. You might as well move out to give that money to the kids because he's not doing it.
Like Joey Chavez, that's her name. I always
Bow Wow's the baby.
She says that she takes no child support for any of her kids.
Well, Bow Wow takes care of.
Yeah, he has a great relationship with his daughter. Future,
I don't think Future has money to give. So what are you gonna? What are you fighting for?
Is this
what are you fighting for?
At this point, Future just needs to. I think it's coming to him now.
I'd rather Future be broke and not have the money than have the money and not give a fuck. Like, I'd rather you just say, I don't have it, that's why I can't take care of these kids.
At least,
versus you have it, you just don't
at least, like, show up. Or, like, if you're, whatever you're doing, like, if you can't even, just go bring them a Chuck E. Cheese. Bring them to Fridays. But he acting broke.
He's giving real broke nigga mentality.
He's giving real broke nigga vibes. Yeah. Like, Future, I'm gonna need you to step it up.
Step it up. But shout out to Nick on his 7th baby. I guess. I don't know. What do you say? I guess.
Congratulations,
Nick. We just had twins last week.
Yeah.
So I'm just...
Congratulations.
What the baby moms... If I'm Mariah, I'm saying cute because, baby, I was the first one.
I was the first one.
And we had
first place.
She was the only wife.
She was the only...
the only wife.
Nigga had her name tattooed on his back. On his back. So listen, I was the only wife. We had twins first, tatted on the back. I'm sitting pretty.
Yo.
And I got my own money.
This is second set of twins.
Second
his sperm is...
Swim, baby.
Swim.
Swim.
He ain't missing.
Nothing.
Wow. Go ahead, Nick. Keep dipping.
Keep dipping. Relax a little bit. I think your dick could...
Nick's about to start his own army of wilding out. He's starting his own army of wilding out.
Our next generation.
Who we introducing? This is my sister. Nick, if you steal my idea, I need like 10%.
A little reimbursement for that. A little reimbursement.
All right, so our episode, we didn't even get into the
episode yet.
So now that we caught up, I do want to do an icebreaker. So this episode, y'all figure out what this episode is about just based on the icebreaker.
And based on what I'm wearing today.
Yes, y'all love this bonnet. We're gonna dive into that.
Shout out to Monique.
Shout out to Monique. My bonnet's right there. You know. There. So today's episode is about hair, and this is very triggering for me because hair has been like
love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate relationship. I went through a lot in middle school and high school. So I'm happy that I can finally talk about this.
And your school was racist as fuck.
My school was racist. But anyway, I'm happy I could finally talk about this. So to start off for our icebreakers, I want us to each give 1 minute to talk about a moment or event in your life that connects to your hair. So I'm gonna give you each 1 minute and just like think about the first moment, like a event or a moment that really just like
good or bad
that you really connected with your hair. So Alexis, you want to go first?
Yes, I can go first.
I'm gonna give you a minute, so give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna put my timer on. Yeah, I'll just change my password. It's on my phone, so I be putting the wrong one. All right, and go.
Okay, so I would say the first connection I've had with hair was being a kid and having a hair box. I don't know if everybody else had one of those, but it had like all the barrettes, the moisturizer, rubber bands, whatever the hair accessories was. But like we had a designated hair box within the house and had the hot comb, flat iron, etc. But that
yo, let me touch the back of my neck.
Instinctively touch the back. But yeah, so my mom, she claimed she knows it. She was not skilled at doing hair, so my hair always got done by my aunts who braided it, relaxed it, took care of it.
God bless them.
Yes, they kept me right. So that was like my earliest connection with hair was my hair box.
Okay. Nice. You know what's so funny about the hair box? Because I literally remember my hair box.
Yep.
Yeah.
My hair box was the cookie box that never had cookies in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
the tin one?
Yep, exactly.
Yes, yep. Okay, Tati, I'm going to start the minute and then you can go ahead.
Oh, damn. Okay, we can go.
All right, ready?
So when I was, I got my first perm at 14, and then when I was 15, my hair started breaking off. Like, shit was just... I was so devastated. Breaking off, and I had to go natural, but I was
by force.
But then I was like freshman in high school. What the fuck was natural? Like I felt ugly. Like literally, I had a strand of my hair that would come down to here, and another one like there was no hair. And then I know we had to cut all my hair off at the hair salon, and I was crying because I just felt so ugly, and I had to get braids, and it was just such a horrible experience. And I just remember thinking like, wow, like I'm really an ugly bitch. Like I felt so disgusting because I had no hair, or my hair wasn't straight, and it wasn't long. I had hair, but it wasn't pretty at that time. So, but shout out to now I'm natural. My puff is under this beautiful bonnet. So that was just that's what I remember. One of the love-hate relationships of hair.
Okay. So I'm gonna start my timer. So my love-hate relationship with my hair is that, so I went to a middle school and high school that didn't allow me to wear, extensions at all. So it was just like, it was mostly Caucasian people. So, you know, the white girls had their hair straight or whatever. So I remember when I officially, perm my hair, I was like, yo, I'm about to stunt on these girls. Period. I was about to, you know. So it was just the happiest day of my life because then I didn't have to wear, all my Haitians know this, the bugogo. I didn't have to do that anymore. My hair was straight. I could go like this.
Yo, when I had
my hair was long enough for me to. So, you know, I was walking, bouncing. You know, after you get the real blow, the Dominican blowout, I'm like, just walking, bouncing.
Bitch, I made my own Beyonce film when I walked. Okay?
So it was like the happiest day of my life because I could finally fit in to the beauty standards of what society has set. Ooh, the white boys will finally think I'm pretty because my hair is straight and everything. And it was just... It's just when I look back, I'm just like, no. Yeah. So yeah, that's my experience with my love-hate hair.
Wow.
Yeah. So this episode, like I said, is very triggering. For me.
Me too. I'm over here like, damn.
It is. So black hair, we have been in such a fighting, it's oppressed. Because society has really shown you that the standard for beautiful hair is the European straight hair. Yeah. Or if you have 3A.
Like if you have curls,
that's beautiful.
You can wash it, just put it up.
Put it up, everything like that. And, growing up, you see that. And then also when you end up growing up and like start working in the workplace, it's also like, how am I going to be in corporate and look professional? Yep. So, Alexis, like, how have you ever faced any hair discrimination, just in general?
I would say my first time that like I really felt it, similar to you. I've always gone to all predominantly white schools, and I participated in extracurricular activities. So I was a cheerleader, and I was the only black girl on the team. And it wasn't like intentional, but just what our uniform requirements were. And how we're supposed to have our hair.
In the bun, right?
Yeah.
And like, you put the bow right here.
My hair doesn't do that.
It don't move. My hair?
It don't move. And feeling so stressed out, and was like, Mommy, we got to go get a blowout. And our Dominican lady was Anna, and I was like, we got to go to Anna. I need some bundles because my ponytail also can't be shorter than everybody else's ponytail. I need it to be sewed in, but just remembering, okay, now, stressed out, spent hundreds of dollars to get all of that done, and still feeling so small and nervous when we had to sit down and our coaches were tying the bows in our hair, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are they gonna say something because I have extensions in? Is anybody else gonna see the track? And just feeling like super insecure about it. So I'm like, I worked so hard to assimilate, but then now I'm also feeling really small and bad because I'm like, oh my gosh, do they know? Like, how is this gonna work? And just like,
I'm gonna sweat it out.
Because our football games are outside.
And if it rains and if it
rains,
nobody understood why I'm running away because it's raining.
So that
it was tough. I did track, so my hair was always straight.
Why is our life so traumatic? It's just like, damn.
It was tough. I remember one time I brought a shower cap to track because I knew it was about to rain. And baby, my parents just paid $35 for these hair to be laid. So I was not going to.
When it rained and I knew it was gonna rain, I used to, before I left high school, take my mushra, wrap my hair, and I look like, why are you doing that? Because it's raining. Okay, your hair can't get wet. No, it can't. It can't, because I just paid $65 to get it straight
to do that.
So it can't get wet.
So Tati, have you ever faced any discrimination?
Well, I used to do ballet and tap when I was younger. It was the same thing. Our hair had to be in a bun, and it was like, my hair can't do that. So it's like it literally, I know the amount of gel. We had to,
oh my goodness. And then now to tighten it, now your ponytail is
like this.
It just sometimes wants to disrespect you. It just doesn't do what you want it to.
And I had to put in a clip-in bun on top, and then we weren't racist. We weren't allowed to wear braids. So it's like, if I had braids, easy bun.
Put it in.
It's tough. Like I said, I went to a school that was predominantly white, and they didn't let us wear braids. We couldn't wear extension. And the worst part about it, this is so humiliating. I remember in 7th grade, we would do uniform check, and if you had makeup or like anything like that, you would have to go down to the nurse's office, or if you have extension, down to the nurse's office, and you would have to take your hair out the next day if you got caught. So I remember literally 10 girls from my class got called down to the principal office, and then I remember we're one by one, we don't know why we were being called. And I just remember being like, I was a good student. So I was like, me? I looked around, I was like, there's another Ellie here? Because it can't be me. And I remember Janessa, all of us went down, we're all like looking at each other in the hallway like,
what's up?
We must be getting an award. They all looked at me. They're looking at me like, we must be getting a reward if Ellie's here. So we were walking down to the principal's office, and I remember literally getting into the principal office, and he asked me, is that your hair?
The disrespect.
And I remember just feeling so small and just so embarrassed. Like, and then he was just like, I couldn't lie. Everyone before me lied. Like, I just was so shocked. I was just like, it was my first time starting to wear extensions too. So I think this was like my first month wearing extension. And I was just like, no, this is not my hair. And he's like, well, you're going to know what you have to do. You have to take it out. And I'm just like, okay.
Did you pay for it to get in, sir?
No, my mom did it for me.
No, but if I'm saying, like, did you pay, give me the money, write me my money
and
back.
it's detention until you take it out.
Oh, I'm in detention every day.
So I don't understand, why was there
it was in the school manual, and it's been discriminated against us. It wasn't until recently in 2017. It was actually on Grownish. Like, the school
the black girls, that was your school.
Shout out to them. My biggest regret ever is never doing anything for the next generation. I wish that I spoke up. I wish that I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. So these two twins decided to speak up because they weren't able to go to prom with their extensions. Prom? And they were like, oh, you guys can't go to prom if you guys don't take this out. And they're like, well, I guess we're not going to prom. And then their parents went on nationwide, like 7 News and everything. Yeah. And then that's how it became like major news.
That's crazy.
And like now this generation is able to wear extension at the school. Thank God everything has happened, but it's like still now it still really bothers me how like that's when I decided to get a perm after.
And then you feel like low key
humiliating.
It was so like I felt degrading. So small. And then the next day I remember I went home, had to unbraid my hair, and then I had to figure out what to do next with my hair. The hardest thing is that you never know how your hair is gonna. When you wash it,
you just pray for the best.
You just pray for the best. You have no control of how your hair
has a mind of its own.
Your hair really has a mind of its own. So that affected me until I went to worked in corporate, like worked at the hospital. Like I started a new job and I went to work with braids on and I didn't even think about it for the first time. Yeah. I didn't care. But I would always plan like, oh, I can't wear braids because if I step into the room, everyone's going to look at me. And they do still give you that stare.
Like,
but
your hair was just short yesterday. It's so long
today.
Like, don't do that.
Right. And now I really don't care, but it took a lot for me to actually not care anymore. And it's so tough, like all the different things that we face as Black women.
I say this all the time. Whenever you see a Black woman with a new hairstyle, just say you look good.
Yes.
Just because it's a lot of effort. It's
a lot of effort.
Lord, just say I like it. Just say you look good.
I literally just had a conversation with my mom, and she's like, "Oh, I have to take." She works nights. And she's a nurse, and she's like, I have my braids in because she does 312s, and she was on her second night, and she's like, I want to take my braids out, but I don't want to do it until I do my last night. That way I can come back to work with a new hairstyle. Right. And I'm like, Mommy, why does that matter?
Because you really.
And she's like, no, I can't come back tomorrow with a wig or my hair different because I just had braids tonight. And I'm like,
because we care so much and pleasing.
Why does that matter?
These white people.
Yeah.
And it's
sad. Brainwash.
Brainwash. And from our fros to our head wraps, to our straight hair, I do believe like our hair really represents us and really express how we feel. Like, hey, if I'm wearing my hair out today, it's because I want to rock a certain look. If I wear my braids down, it's because I want to do this poetic justice look. You know, it really symbolizes who we are. So, how long did it take for you guys to really embrace your natural hair? And are you guys still trying to embrace that now? What is your love-hate relationship with that?
My last perm 2018, chopped off all the perm ends 2020. So I love it now. Like to the point when I had perm and I was washing my hair felt dead and limp. And I was like, ew. Versus now it's like, even though it's a hassle and it's a lot of work sometimes, just washing my hair, feeling my curls, knowing that I have curls, I'm just like, bet. Like I love it. Like yesterday, Juneteenth, I rocked my fro.
Yes,
to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like, no shade to anyone who still wears wigs, weaves, straightens their hair, has perm, nothing. But for me personally, there's a statement when I wear my natural hair. Like,
absolutely,
I'm doing that.
It's a way of expressing yourself.
Exactly, and it's like I feel a little bit extra. Like, yes, bitch, wear that shit when I wear my natural hair. Exactly. I'm already against wigs already. Like, if I'm wearing a wig, because I have to at this point.
She does wear wigs, guys.
I do wear wigs, but it's like I'm.
Whereas
I'm at the stage.
We're usually on FaceTime. Like, girl, I don't feel like wearing my wig today.
I don't feel like wearing a wig. It's too much work. I just rather have my natural hair out. And I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like, you know what, like, oh my God, there's a little black girl, she sees my hair. Like, I feel like a pride in that. Because when I was little, I saw only
representation matters.
So, and I'm just like, okay, I'm a black nurse wearing my hair out, like, naturally. So I do it. I love it. I'll never go back to perm. I have nightmares literally of having perms. I have nightmares. I'm like, shit. And I touch my hair. I'm like, all right, bet.
No, like, I would never go back to perm. No. What about you?
So I've been natural now, since high school. I think once after I stopped cheerleading, I was like, that's it. But then I did that like transition stage where I would only perm my leave out. And I wouldn't. Everything else was natural.
Because you were
sewing. Because I wore sewings. Yeah. So I would only do the leave out, and then everything else was transitioned to natural. And then when I got to college, I was like, "That's it. That's it. We're done." But I love playing with my hair and like switching it up. So I do the wigs, I do clip-ins, I do sew-ins, but I just like being able. I do braids, just playing with different protective styles. But I love my natural hair now. I wear it out too, normally. I love the influence directly that I've seen because my little sister and my little cousin now value their hair because they see me wear mine. They're like,
representation really matters.
So like my sister, like she wears her hair. She loves doing a slick back. They do braids and stuff too, but I'm like, no, that's it. That's good. But I think it wasn't until I think last year Thanksgiving that I was like, whoa, I didn't realize that this is a thing. I had a conversation with my cousin and she's like, oh, so how are you wearing your hair for Thanksgiving? Because we were talking about like what we're going to wear and do. And I'm like, I'm just wearing a slick back. And she's like, you wearing your natural hair? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, I'm not saying it offensively, but whenever there's like an event or something going on, you always do extensions or wear wigs or something. You never wear your hair. And it wasn't until then that I realized, like, what?
Going to events, we have to do it. Hair straight.
Right. And I was like, whoa. So I went and looked back. I was like, wow, okay. So this Thanksgiving, I have my natural hair.
I want to try because we're going to New York for 4th of July and it's going to be lit. But I'm like, you know, I'm not even going to wear a wig. I'm going to wear my natural. Like, I want to now, like, normalize. Like, I'm going to an important event and my hair is perfectly fine for that important event.
One thing for me is just I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience for my hair. I love my natural hair. I have the most very easy natural hair, to be honest. My hair is very soft, easy to manage, and somehow I still... I just can't. And I love wearing my natural hair out now. Like, I would never before wear it out to a day party, wear it out to an event because like, guys won't think I'm pretty with it on. Now I don't care. I don't care. I wear that out. I'll style it. And then you get compliments. Nothing is more beautiful when a guy compliments your natural hair. Shout out to that time we went to that cookout and all the guys were like, oh yeah, we all had our hair out. And they're like, wow, like, wow, so beautiful, so nice. Like, and I appreciate that so much because trust me, before I had out, trust me, there was like the brush, the elastic, the gel. So I do appreciate when guys definitely give compliments on our natural hair, but it definitely took some time for me to really embrace my hair, and I think I cared so much about what other people thought, and mainly like how I looked and how guys would see me. And I do want to bring this up. For the longest time, and I ended up doing an experiment. For the longest time, I realized that guys never talked to me when I had my natural hair out, braids. If my hair was curly, I had my curly wig on, all of them lined up next one. I
get the most attention with the wigs.
Right. And then when I had straight hair, same but it was really the curly hair.
Because it's like,
they really love the curly
curls, so I'm accepting. Yes. But no, baby, that's not my curls.
It was the curly hair. And I don't know. I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. Like, do you guys find girls more attractive with braids, curls, straight hair?
Natural.
But I like natural curls.
Natural curls. Natural.
Natural everything.
Whatever makes them feel.
Oh my gosh, that's such a
so
politically
PC.
correct answer.
This is like, I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't want to get in trouble. We won't say your name.
I learned a long time ago. Don't tell women what to wear, what to do.
No, okay, but what do you?
But what do you like?
What do you
What
like?
captures your eyes?
Yeah.
And it's okay if you prefer wigs or braids.
I don't prefer wigs.
Yeah,
I definitely don't prefer wigs.
I like the natural curls because it shows like you moisturize your hair, like you take care of it. Like,
I think
I like that. But I want it to be curly though. I don't want it to be dry.
But
sometimes it is dry.
Yeah.
No, but that's just me personally.
Because your hair can be moisturized and not curly.
Yeah.
Especially black girls, it can be moisturized and not curly. So that's the thing.
You put oils, you can do all that. Like you actually take, because my hair used to be very dry. Like, they know, but now it's super silky wavy.
Yeah.
Like, if I could do it,
Waves
of course
on
a woman could do
swim.
it.
Waves on swim.
Waves on
I think
swim.
it's knowing how long. Like I dealt with a woman who, like, mix it up wigs. Knowing how much time she puts into it.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Are we ready to eat? Because I like you. You're gonna look good regardless." Let's go.
Yeah, so
I'll take it how it is.
it wasn't until recently that I'm just like, yo, it's confidence. If you're gonna walk into a room with braids on, I do braids now. I did braids for my birthday last year. I would never have
Oh
done
my
that.
god, you remember? Yeah, you can't wear braids on
You can't wear braids on your
birthday.
birthday. And now
Yeah, that's the thing going on because it's not.
you're
It's
supposed
not
to do
important.
you're supposed
Your
to do
birthday's important.
inches.
So you gotta do inches and bundles.
Bundles.
Braids ain't boys.
Exactly.
That's the point.
This is the longest, like, in general, that I've done, like,
Unlearning
braids.
that.
Learning
Or
that.
Yeah.
Like, for DR, I'm doing braids. I don't want
Braids.
I'm doing braids, baby.
I'm rocking braids.
Yeah.
I'm embracing it. It's just like now I don't see that guys talk to me more when I wear wigs. Guys talk. It's even now because it's just the way if you have confidence and you rock it. My natural hair, I've had guys talk to me when I have my natural hair out, but never before would I don't think I would actually experience that. I don't know if things are changing more.
I think guys are becoming.
I think things are changing more.
Woke.
Yeah.
And understanding.
Yeah.
Thing. Like I think they're understanding the importance of natural hair. And then the importance of seeing a black woman being able to go out with it.
Right. I had a white guy approach me with my natural hair, and I would have cared so much before. Like, oh my gosh, they want straight hair.
The guys are opening up a little
Chet
bit.
Hank over here.
Chet Hank is a
Chet
white boy
Hank is
summer.
activating them.
That's
So
for sure.
I want to talk about the good versus bad hair. You know, the good hair versus bad hair. I remember this came out when Chris Brown brought this up a while back when Chris Brown was like,
Chris Brown, I think
we already know. I'm just bringing him into the topic, but we already know. So he brought up the good hair versus bad hair. So good hair is 3A, 3B, and then if you go down the
3C.
spectrum, 4A,
4B, 4C, bad hair.
bad hair.
Bad hair.
And
I have bad hair then.
Me too.
So
clearly,
clearly.
A lot of black people have bad hair.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why, but then it goes into like, okay, so natural hair, like we understand
3A, 3C, you gotta be
technically
mixed
that's
or
yeah. I mean,
Hispanic.
you
you
don't,
don't. But most of those girls that
yeah.
you do find that
So
are.
it's like that's the thing though. When guys say, especially black men, "Oh, I like natural hair," we know what you mean.
You know what
you don't
you mean.
mean my natural.
Yeah.
You mean the 3A.
You like the
3B,
hair that you can
3C
run your
natural.
fingers
you can
through,
run your
right?
fingers
Yeah.
through.
Not the one.
Not the little.
There we
You don't like that.
Babe, my hand stuck. My hand
You don't
stuck.
like that natural hair, but then that's that's
Right.
another like fight we have to fight in. It's
Yeah.
like, now I have to wear my natural hair, but now I have to understand that this is not even the natural they want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the natural I have. So this is what I'm gonna give.
Right. So how can we as black women dismantle the system of oppression in our hair?
Still wear it out. I
Yeah,
think that's the biggest
redefining
form.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Speaking
it's
up
through
too.
behavior.
Like if someone makes a comment on your hair, like at work, oh wow, your hair got longer. Oh yes, it did. Have you seen the video of the girl that was just like, the lady is just like, wow, is this all your hair? And she's like, yep,
Yes.
since I was born. Since I was born.
Since
and it's brand-
1995,
Since
baby.
1995. Since 1994,
1995.
baby. And just like not feeling so little, like, okay, yeah, this is my hair. Or
I
like,
think the biggest form of rebellion is being you. So the biggest way I can be like, fuck you, is wearing my bad type 4 hair out and not give a fuck what you
wearing
have to say.
Head wrap. I'm waiting for the day I can
wear your fucking bonnet.
I'm waiting for the day I can wear a head wrap to work and just not caring
and not give a fuck.
I think head wraps are.
I think head wraps are cute.
Head wraps. I can wear head wraps to work.
Oh, I'm not allowed.
I think I can wear head wraps to work.
I'm not allowed.
I think the other part is like, even though is touching on something I experienced of like having the confidence to wear my natural hair to work and being like, yes, this is my natural hair, because then you have the microaggressions that come out like, oh, I don't believe that your hair actually grows that much or whatever. Or even in how they ask questions of like, how short is your hair rather than like how long is your hair?
Wow. Or just like, no, it's like, wow, I never thought your hair was that long. Yeah. It's the way you say it, my guy.
Like,
but
just don't do that.
It was one day I was working and I had my hair up in a high ponytail, but it was in a puff.
Yeah.
And this white lady comes up and just,
baby, don't touch my hair. And at this point, I can go to jail. At that point, I can go to jail.
No, because you touched me.
You touched me. That's abuse. That's abuse.
You physically assaulted
me.
And I was with another Black intern, and I just looked at her because I was like, I don't even know how to process this, because I'm just thinking of like, I feel violent.
You've never had that moment either, Tati?
But this is like a senior person within the company who's doing this, but she feels comfortable enough to come and pet me. And I'm just like,
it really is like that.
Why is that okay?
And then if you say something, you're the dramatic Black girl, it's just hair for you, baby. But this is
my crown.
This is my legacy, my crown. Okay, like,
can I touch your hair?
I've had people.
Can I touch it? Like, why are you making me seem like this is just like
I've let people who aren't Black. I've let white girls touch my hair because it's
I don't like. I let them. I don't. Do you like people touching you?
Are you asking me? Or
yeah, do you like? I'm asking you.
No, I let them touch it because I wanted them to.
No, she's saying, do you like people touching you?
I don't mind.
Not your hair, but like your body, right?
Yeah,
like, I guess no.
I don't. Me
so
personally,
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Me personally, I don't like people just like up on me, touching me. Why would I even want you to touch my hair?
Well, yeah, personal preference, but like no one's ever come up to me, boom, like
people have come up to me and touched my hair, and that to me is more personal. Like, you're touching. No, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
If I wasn't Black, would you still do this?
No, exactly.
No. So don't do it. It's not appropriate.
So for me, in my case, the girls that I know and I fucked with, this is like high school. So it's like, we talk about hair. Like me, I'm the girl, Tati, can you play with my hair? Because I love playing with hair. So I would like, these bitches fall asleep with my hands, okay? Like, they would go to bed. And then it's like, I don't know. It was never a situation, can I touch your hair? Like, they never made me feel uncomfortable regarding my hair. But then we would talk about hair. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, because, I use the mushroom, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm the biggest person. I don't mind to educate. I think one of the biggest problems in our community is that we expect people to know. Do I know about the Asian culture? No, why would I? So why do we expect them to necessarily know everything about us? I don't mind having certain conversations with people I feel like are worthy and aren't ignorant to those conversations. So it was never like, can you touch my hair? But my hair feels like this. This is what natural hair feels like.
I understand that, but at the same time, I do educate myself about other cultures. There's times, even on the podcast, like, Tati, I know we'll be on the phone, I'll be like, I know, I'm very aware of what to say and what to do. It's the same way, yes, it's okay to educate people, but I'm going to need these white people to get it together and actually start educating themselves. Yes. There is YouTube.
There is common sense. I'm not going to touch someone's... Yeah, that is stupid. That is stupid.
Shout out to Common Sense Sports! So I think it's great that as a culture that we start speaking about discrimination, what we face.
Yes.
And while we speak about it, it's empowering other people to speak about it. And then that way we start educating others and not belittling ourselves and shutting ourselves down and not talking about what we experience in the workplace.
Then I feel like it comes to another thing where it's just like the fine line between having open, honest conversations, but I'm not your teacher.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you don't want to be that bitch and be like, bitch, go on YouTube. But at the same time, like, no, we can.
I don't think it's wrong because
no, it's not wrong.
Don't they like? when we talk about culture vultures and assimilation and like how so much is already taken, well, you go ahead. Take that too.
Take that too. Educate yourself. Yeah. Like, you're going to steal everything else.
I feel like the other part is like getting rid of the idea that white people don't wear extensions when they do. Yeah. I-tips, U-tips, tape-ins.
The Kardashians, all of it.
They wear hair too.
They wear hair, everything.
But it's not ghetto for them.
It's not ghetto. But everything we do, ghetto.
Until they do
Oppression at its worst.
Then it's cute.
That's when cornrows become boxer braids.
What the fuck are boxer braids? That don't make no sense. They're called cornrows or straight backs.
It's upsetting me and my homegirls, and I don't like it.
Boxer braids.
I don't like it.
Where did they come up with that name?
I don't know. They just try to change.
I think literally because like boxers wear those. Female boxers, they wear two cornrows.
But on their head, to be honest, it really does look like boxer braids. Like it looks different when I see a white girl wear the straight back and how it looks on us. It don't look the same.
It don't look the same.
Like something about their scalp. I'm sorry, y'all. Something about y'all scalp that just don't. It don't look right. It don't look.
You can imitate, but you can never duplicate. Period.
That's
what it is.
Ain't carbon. Don't try to do carbon copy. No, don't try to do that. Never. So before we end, I do want to say, and we can just give our own advice on that. Like Black women, our hair is our strength in general. And I feel as Black women, we just need to more like embrace your hair and really love your hair. I remember there was one day I was on YouTube when I started being natural. I did a whole day watching YouTube tutorials, finding products that can really just like help my hair, how I can really take care of my hair. So really embracing your hair. Don't be afraid to be that one Black girl at work, showing up with your kinks and curls out.
Period.
And like when bring it back to slavery. In slavery, what they used to do before they sold the slaves is that they would cut their hair out and literally shave their hair, and that's literally trying to remove like their like connections with their past and like their ancestors and stuff like that. So like I know that I feel like in society what it's trying to do now with a lot of like some workplace do ban like certain styles. Don't allow them to do that. Still try to stand up for yourself. I'm not trying to say lose your job, but like still try to stand up for yourself. You about to lose your job. So don't try to lose your job like they say, but literally still try to embrace it. Like how me now is just really going up to work. I would have never, last week I went to work with my hair up. I felt would be too much.
To do that?
Yeah. To me, wearing it down and putting it down and would like kind of like not
more
be
professional.
More professional. This high bun, hey, I'm sitting up in the meetings like this.
As you should, baby.
It's just now trying to not make them make me feel uncomfortable, but I'm gonna make sure to make you feel uncomfortable. So that's what I'm trying to do now. And I don't know if you guys have any other tips and advice.
I'm gonna say also with your natural hair, not only embrace your natural hair, but embrace what comes with it, aka your bonnets. Okay, because this is why I'm wearing mine right now. Because Miss Parker, Miss Professor Ogilvy, Miss Monique being from Netflix, had a lot to say, and it's her opinion. I can kind of sort of see what she's saying, but not really. Because I'm just gonna say this: it takes so much work to do hair in general, your natural hair, and it's just kind of like, wear your fucking bonnet. I'm protecting my hair. Like I said, if I'm going to the airport, if I'm going to Target, if I'm going to wherever, and I have my twist in, I'm not gonna undo my twist and let this fire ass twist out be wasted at the nigga at the gas station that's not even gonna pay for my gas. So it's like, why am I gonna waste that? I'm gonna keep my bonnet on.
Not the niggas at the gas station
that don't pay for my gas, and I'm gonna let them.
Not the niggas at the gas station.
But this is also why, sidebar, I'm tall as hell. I refuse to wear heels for my feet to hurt, and a nigga's not gonna rub them at the end of the day. Period. Okay, if I wear them for me, fine. But you think I'm wearing heels for niggas now? No, baby. They're not rubbing my feet.
Talking about bonnets.
You're not paying for my pedicure?
You think I'm gonna take off my bonnet? I'm about to go to bed. You call me on FaceTime. You think I'm gonna take off my bonnet?
To talk to you? You're gonna catch this bonnet.
Who is you?
You're gonna catch this bonnet.
You're gonna catch this bonnet, and you're gonna catch me in my bonnet looking fly.
Period. Period. Because then when we step out and the edges is laid, you're not gonna complain. All right? So I just feel like that's another way of society just making us feel like we can't be who we are. We can't wear wigs without being traitors. We can't wear natural hair because it's unprofessional. Now I can't protect my natural hair because now I look ghetto and ratchet. Well, maybe I'll be ghetto and ratchet every motherfucking day of the year because this is who I am. And just don't let anyone try to downplay you for literally protecting your hair. Like, that's literally what you're doing. Baby, this hair used to free the slaves. They used to braid in patterns to... My hair is freedom. What
they knew what they were trying to do.
My hair is
black
freedom.
Our black hair is our strength. That is how we were able to get to freedom. That is how we were able to reconnect with our family. So when they were trying to cut our hair, they were trying to
keep us here.
Keep us apart.
Period. We're not doing that. So when I wear my hair and I wear my bonnet, don't say shit. Say, with my bonnet, you look beautiful. I like your bonnet. Say that, because that means a lot. And like I said, just don't let people out here try to make you feel stupid for literally protecting yourself and protect. They're just jealous. We already know this. They want to be us. We already know.
The slave masters might been jealous of this.
Period. That's all I had to say.
And you, Alexis?
I would say just have hair confidence. It's like a term that I've like coined now, but it's so significant. No matter how you wear your hair, which is like what I advocate for, whether you're wearing it in a protective style with wefted extensions, if you have a sew-in, whether it's a lace front, if it's a wig from the hair store, whether you got braids or twists, or whether it's your natural hair, like, it is all fine. It is all beautiful. Be fine with going to work one day with one style and going to work the next day with another style. Be empowered to just express yourself how you want to, because there's so much connected to it, and how we define beauty and how we get our own self-confidence, and that stems through our hair confidence. Just be okay with being you, doing it how you want to do it. And even touching on, we didn't speak about it, but like, I know for me, the experiences I've had with wearing colored hair, and I'm like, it's okay for white people or women to wear colored hair, and that's not looked upon negatively, but the moment I wear colored hair, it's an issue.
Specifically darker skin.
Exactly.
Black girls, it's a problem. And
I'm just like, baby, I'm wearing blonde or something for my birthday this year.
You're going to get the rainbow.
I'm stepping out this year.
You're going to get the rainbow. Taste the Skittles, bitch. Like, this is what it's going to be. This is what it's going to be.
Enjoy it.
But that is my 2 cents of just have hair confidence. And
I love it.
have versatility and express yourself through your hair how you want to. That's why I love the DMX challenge. Like, it was beautiful.
Rest in peace. I
Rest
love
in peace
it.
to DMX.
There's one
but that just shows the versatility and the power of a black woman and our hair and how important that is.
Yes.
There was one thing I want to say, like, whenever I see a black woman cutting their hair bald, I am madly in love.
I love it.
I'm in love. Because
that takes a confidence.
It takes a confidence, because our hair has so much story. It has so much pain in it. So to shave that out and still have that confidence, that is beautiful.
And to kind of free yourself, even though there's, like we're saying, wear your hair, but to free yourself from that, like, obligation that I have to wear my natural hair to be black, or I have to do this to present. I'm like, no, I'm done with it.
They always say,
everyone do it.
Yeah, they always say once you see a woman cut her hair, know she's about to change her life.
Period.
Beautiful. So today we have our lovely guest with us. So our last segment is Melon Monday, and our Melon Monday is right here. So she's going to go ahead and talk to us about her business, what she does, and she's going to tell us where we can find her business. So sis, go ahead.
Hi, you guys. My name is Alexis, and I'm the CEO and founder of Arise Hair Company. Obviously, in the title, it is a hair extension company. It is focused on... Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
As everything just...
it's whenever you have to redo something, it's like you're...
I know.
It's okay.
So we'll just edit this part out.
Okay, sorry. Okay. All right, here you go. Hi, you guys. My name is Alexis, and I'm the CEO and founder of Arise Hair Company. My company is focused on fostering hair confidence in young women and girls. It's to help provide a sense of community, but also just a representation that you can wear your hair however you want it. To be versatile in how you style it, what protective styles you explore, and also taking care of your natural hair. So you can find our website. It's www.arisehaircompany.com. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at arisehairco_.
And do you also have any natural hair tips for girls who also want to wear extensions, but also, we got to take care of that.
Yes.
Can't be leaving that, leaving it dry.
So for those who are working to tend to their natural hair, I would definitely suggest braids and twists as your primary protective styles. And then when you get more comfortable exploring U-part wigs, that way you have just a little bit of leave out, but it gives you more control as you start to learn and grasp how to get into the world of hair extensions.
That's awesome. And people can also reach out to you for any tips.
Yes, so feel free to reach out to me. My personal Instagram is at the Alexis Sierra, but you can also contact us on the Instagram for Arise.
Awesome. I want to say, Alexis, thank you so much for coming on Girlfriend's Guide podcast.
Yes.
It's overdue. You were supposed to.
I love this conversation. Went from the dating.
We gonna have her again, guys, because the dating is juicy.
I want to get into this because the age range. I may have to.
Yes, I definitely want to hear this. So thank you, Alexis, for joining us. I wish you the best in your dating experience here. I wish you the best in applying in medical school, and I wish you the best in your business.
Yes, go shop Arise Hair Co.
Yes, shop Arise Hair Company for all of your hair needs.
Yes, and then we're gonna make sure to add the Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube. You know how we do.
Yes.
Shout out to our editor.
And we're coming out with skincare and hair care very soon.
Awesome. I love it. Yes. So thank you guys for tuning in to Girlfriend's Guide podcast. I would love to give a shout out to the Chicken Room. I give a shout out to the Stew. I want to give a shout out to our editor.
Shout out to Common Sense Sports.
And shout out to Common Sense Sports. Hot Boy Summers. The hot boys. The real hot boy Summers. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Have a great week. Yeah. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.